Om Namo Loe Sarvatrikavarti Ariyantanam. Om Namo Loe Sarvatrikavarti Siddhanam. Om Namo Loe Sarvatrikavarti Ayaryanam. Om Namo Loe Sarvatrikavarti Uvajjayanam. Om Namo Loe Sarvatrikavarti Savanam. Omkaram Bindu Sanyuktam Nityam Dhyayanti Yoginam Kamadam Moksadam Chaiva Omkaraya Namo Namah. Namah Samaysaraya Swanubhutya Chakasate Chitsabhavaya Bhavaya Sarva Bhavantarachide Ajnanatimirandanam Gnana Anjana Salakaya Chaksurun Militam Yena Tasmai Sri Guruve Namah. Tirthankaro Jagatana Jayavantavartho Omkaranada Jinano Jayavantavartho Jinana Samo Sarana Sau Jayavantavartho Netirthachara Jagama Jayavantavartho Namo Etirthanayakane Namo Omkaranadane Omkara Sangarotene Namo Te Sri Kunda Kundane Aho Upakara Jinavarano Kundano Dvani Divyano Jina Kunda Dvani Apya Aho Te Guru Kanano Aho Te Bhagavati Matano Dhruva Achalane Anupama Gati Pamela Sarve Siddhane Vandi Kaho Sutta Kevali Bhasita Asamaya Prabhrata Are Ho Eka Suddha Sada Arupi ज्ञान दर्शनमय खरे कहीं अन्य ते मारो जरी परमाणु मात्र नथी अरे जम नेत्र ते मज ज्ञान नथी कारक नथी वेदक अरे जाने जकर मोदय निरजरा बंदते मज मोक्ष ने ओम नमः सिद्धेभ्य ओम नमः सिद्धेभ्य ओम श्री शुद्धात्माने नमः जय जयेंद्र. Today is December 2017 and Wednesday, and we are continuing our discussion on Samaysar, and we are on Kalash number 7. And last week we had a fairly good amount of discussion occurred, so we'll start from that point onwards. So let me bring the slides, okay. So what we talked last week, that there is the soul is a substance, knowledge is an attribute, and knowledge mode. And this knowledge mode, we are just making this mirror as a knowledge mode, and the peacock getting illuminated into the knowledge mode. So peacock did not enter the knowledge mode. What knowledge mode ended up knowing was the illumination of the peacock in the knowledge mode, and that was getting known. So this peacock is illumination in the knowledge mode, and that's what the knowledge mode end up knowing. So here, knowledge mode is making illumination, knowledge mode ends up knowing. So knowledge mode is a doer and knowledge mode is a deed. And as we said before, doer and deed relationship occur only in one substance all the time. If somebody says, I'm the doer and this is the deed, that is not right. That's not right thinking. That's why for an average person, who knows nothing about spirituality, and to have,
Kirit uncle,
yeah,
Kirit uncle, but I agree. I remember from last time, the do or deed is within one substance.
yeah.
So within the knowledge mode, you're saying knowledge mode is doing the illumination. I thought the peacock is doing the illumination, but the knowledge mode, the soul, the knowledge mode is receiving the illumination.
No. Remember. Let's presume that instead of mirror, there was a wall.
right?
Then will the peacock will be having illumination in the wall? No. Who has a capacity to create the illumination? That's the independent capacity of that mirror to make the illumination. So mirror is the reason to create illumination. As we say, the wall or stone or iron cannot have illumination of any substance. So over here, peacock simply remains as an object, as an instrumental cause. Then this mirror, because it has a clarity, and when we just come to the 47 powers of the soul, there is one power called Swachhata Shakti, means crystal clear capacity of the soul. So crystal clear capacity of this mode, because this mode is so clear. Let's presume that the mirror is dirty, there is lots of dust and everything, then the illumination will be disturbed. It will not come properly. Let's presume that a mirror is broken. Then
So can I ask you maybe differently
please,
that if there's a mirror, if there's a peacock, let's just say I'm driving on a road. So there's a road, a divider, there's a sign, there's a house. Everything is illuminating, but my knowledge mode, it is getting illuminated, but it's aware of certain things, but not being illuminated by everything. And
because
all the other things are just a limit, but the mirror, the knowledge mode receives all the illumination, but only focuses on certain things, and only certain things are registered in the knowledge mode.
because as we said in the example of mirror, that if mirror is dirty, for example, then it will not reflect, it will not show illumination absolutely the way it is, number one.
Ah,
Simply, my knowledge mode has certain expression only. My knowledge mode does not have complete expression of its capacity. Capacity wise, I have a capacity to visualize whole universe, past, present, and future modes of every substance, which is a omniscience knowledge. I have capacity, but out of that capacity, what is expressed right now? Only part of the knowledge is expressed. And so only part of the thing I end up knowing. I'm supposed to, my mode has a capacity that it can see, it can perceive all the whole universe, past, present, future modes of all the universal substances. But I'm not able to perceive all those things because my knowledge mode's expression is blunted at this point. Just like the having the sun, that sun is shining perfectly, but when the clouds come, thick clouds come, heavy clouds come, then sunlight is subdued, and only reflected light we see, and not like the regular sunlight. Same way, my knowledge, no knowledge mode has a capacity to know the whole universe, but expression is limited. And because expression is limited, that's why I see only certain things. And that too, my capacity, and that's why I see. Just because peacock is there, that's why I knew peacock. That necessarily not the reason. Because peacock is an instrumental cause. And what does instrumental cause do? Instrumental cause simply is present during the action. What's the action? Peacock getting known in the knowledge mode is an action. And during that action, this guy simply has a presence, but he has not done anything to the knowledge mode. Instead of this knowledge mode here, if there was a stone, rock, then the illumination will not occur no matter how many peacocks are present. So illumination is an individual capacity of the knowledge mode. So that's a doer. So knowledge mode is doer. It has a capacity to illuminate. And what did it do? What's a deed occurred? The illumination of the peacock occurred as a deed. So knowledge mode is a doer and knowledge mode is a deed. In one samay, one moment, one samay. Remember samay, we said that blink of an eye, innumerable samay pass by, innumerable being up to 10 raised to 49. That many samays pass by. So each and every samay, this knowledge mode has a capacity to illuminate. And so at that time, this peacock simply remained as an instrumental cause. Remember one thing, that now this point is next what I'm saying is very important, because that will come in the 13th stanza that instrumental cause, or in this case peacock, presence is important for reaction to occur, but it cannot do anything because this guy knowledge mode did all the work. So that's why doer and deed both are occurring in the knowledge mode. Now, when we talk about soul as a substance, attribute, knowledge, everything, that time we can say that the mode is doer and mode is a deed. But if I want to separate myself, I mean, let's see. If I want to say that here there is a big division is there, this is the alien object and this is soul substance. So when I take a soul as a complete substance, having substance, attribute and modes like that, comprehensive knowledge wise, if I take it, that means the doer and deed relationship occurs in the soul itself. Means one substance only. This guy is simply acting as an instrumental cause. But instead of having two substances, soul substance and alien substance, instead of that, if I just look into the divisional aspect of the soul, then I can say mode is a doer and mode is a deed. That was a point raised by Chirag last week, and that's a true point. So in nitty-gritty thing, this guy ultimately mode is doing all the job. But compared to the alien object, soul end up doing all the job. That we can say that way. Does it make sense?
Yep, that sounds good. Thank you.
Yeah. So now, remember, see, this guy simply is an object. Similarly, now I'm making soul substance also getting reflected or illuminated in the knowledge mode. So here, peacock is an instrumental cause and mode has done the job. Similarly here, soul substance is instrumental cause and the illumination occurs in the mode. Now, having said that, when we talk about peacock, the illumination is known. Illumination is getting known. Same way, illumination of the eternal illumination of the eternal soul substance is getting known in the mode. Remember, soul substance is inert by itself. It does not have any capacity to do any action. Soul is inert. So his attributes are inert, and only action occurs in the mode. And so here we just say that the illumination of peacock occurred in the mode. Same way, soul substance is getting illuminated in the mode also. So for action occurring in the mode, soul substance acts as an instrumental cause. We can say that way also. Now what has happened? That these two, the peacock illumination and actual peacock has a cause and effect relationship. The peacock is a cause and effect is an illumination into the mode. So there's a cause and effect relationship. Same thing that we talked about, that the eternal soul substance and the illumination, they have also cause and effect relationship. Now we are going to forget about rest of the peacock and everything. We are going to concentrate only on this guy, the illumination of the soul, and the soul as a substance. The soul as a substance is a cause, and effect is an illumination. And when my attention is getting drawn to the eternal soul substance, when I'm in the till today, since time infinite in the past, my attention is always directed to the alien object. And that's why I say that because peacock is present, I end up knowing. Because my attention is directed to the alien objects. But actually, the mode has done all the job. Now, we are going to put this guy on the side, and we are going to talk only about the soul substance and soul's substance illumination into the mode. What's a cause? Soul substance is a cause. What's the effect? Soul is getting known in the mode. Now, this thing happens because knowledge mode has a capacity of alien knowing and self-knowing. Swa par prakashak. The knowledge mode has a capacity to know the self and to know the alien objects of the universe. Now, we are taking alien objects of the universe on the side. So soul has a capacity to know the eternal soul substance. If that is the case, then I should be knowing this soul substance all the time in my mode. How come it's not happening? It's not happening because my aim is directed to the alien objects of the universe. So when I bring my aim to the eternal soul substance, then I can say, oh yeah, you're always getting illuminated here, you know. Now, the point that we are talking last week, that when the moment I bring my attention to the soul substance, then I realize that oh, soul substance is getting known in my knowledge mode. At that time, this guy is called cause, this guy is called effect. Substance is called cause and mode is called effect. So the substance is called karan and mode is called karya. Karan and karya. Karan karya relationship occurring in the same substance. Karan karya sambandh ek dravyama થાય છે. Now, we were talking about Karan Suddha Paramatma. Our discussion started this slide, Karan Suddha Paramatma. Means this guy is always there. Soul substance is pure, it's pure, it is pure, it is pure, it is pure. It was pure in this time infinite in the past, it's going to be pure for the time infinite in the future. So cause is present within me all the time. How come I don't have the effect? So this person, soul substance, can only be told to be cause when the effect is generated and felt in the knowledge mode. So the moment I bring my attention to the eternal soul substance, then I know that, oh, I have the soul substance's illumination occurring in my mode. So this mode becomes reason and this becomes a cause. This becomes effect, mode becomes effect and substance becomes a cause. So that's why that particular moment, the moment I bring my attention to the eternal soul substance, at that particular moment, this eternal soul substance is called cause, and the effect is in the form of mode having illumination of the eternal soul substance. So It is there all the time. Cause is present all the time, but cause cannot be called cause when effect is not produced. Effect is getting produced, but that effect is not experienced yet. So time infinite. I have this thing happening all the time, that the eternal soul substance gets illuminated, but my attention is focused somewhere else. We had taken that example that the child is gone, he got some hurt, and he has a bleeding coming from the head and everything, and he's been brought to the doctor, and the child is thrashing because he has lots of pain. He doesn't allow doctor to touch him and everything, and doctor wants to stop bleeding. He wants to take stitches. It's not possible. So at that time, he says that call his mother. Mother comes. Mother comes and takes the child in her lap and everything, and start show her affection to the child and everything, and start talking in a child's language and everything, and just say, "Oh my God, yeah, you know that rock hurt you, so I'm going to go and beat the rock out of it," and this and that, all in a child's language. Mother is talking, and now child is started talking to mother, and he is not crying right now. Mother also gave him lollipop, and by all those things, now child is talking to mommy. How it happened, everything. Meanwhile, doctor is working. Now, 5 minutes back, that child had a pain. Treatment is not completed. Doctor is still working, and pain is still there, but his attention is focused to the mother right now. From the wound, from the pain, from the head scar, now the attention is moved to the mother. And that's why, even though pain is there, he is not feeling the pain. Even though illumination of the eternal soul substance is occurring over here, my attention is drawn somewhere else, on the alien objects of the universe. That's why I don't feel, I don't appreciate my illumination of my soul substance into my mode. Moment I bring the attention, the moment child brought the attention to mommy, his attention is shifted. Same way I bring the attention to my eternal soul substance, then right away I said, oh yeah, there is an expression of the eternal soul substance in my knowledge mode. At that time, this eternal soul substance is called Karan Paramatma. It's a cause omniscient, or cause omniscience. And then this is called effect omniscience. So this is what it is when we are talking about it. So that was the thing. So Karan Paramatma, soul substance as a cause. Now, if there is a cause, there has to have effect. Now, where is the effect? Well, when one brings his attention to the eternal true nature of the soul, then the cause comes to be known. Until now, I was not aware of my own soul, and I was thinking, body is me, body is me, body is me, and that kind of body is me, and I'm the doer of the body. So those kind of things were happening, but that's why attention was not brought to the eternal soul substance. But when I bring the attention to the eternal soul substance, then cause comes to be known. Then the effect in the form of pure mode occurs in the mode. Pure mode is occurring, but now I'm feeling that mode. I'm feeling that mode. Just like the child stopped crying when he's talking to mother. Same way, when I just when I bring my attention to the eternal soul substance, quote unquote mother, then I stop crying, in the sense effect is seen right now. And so this mode has presence of conviction about the eternal trueness of the soul. Now this mode says that yes, there is a presence of eternal soul substance, and now I'm perceiving that in the mode, and the result of this reaction, removing attention from the eternal, from the alien objects of the universe, bringing attention to the eternal soul substance. By doing that way, now I am experiencing my eternal soul substance in my mode. And how do I know this the effect has occurred? Because this brings super sensuous bliss to the person. The living being has a super sensuous bliss. That's a way to know that the effect and cause occurred into the mode. So this is called Karan Paramatma, soul substance as a cause. Now, eternal soul substance is present since time infinite. Again, same thing coming. Only when the attention is brought to it with a pure point of view, then experiencing phase follows. Atma Jyoti Pragat Hui means the luster of the eternal soul substance is now manifesting in the mode, and this Kalash is the prelude to the 13th stanza. So that's what Acharya Bhagwan, Kunkun Acharya Dev wants to make sure that my soul, luster of the soul gets manifested in the mode. That is the whole idea for 13th stanza. And so Amrit Chandra Acharya Dev is building a base for us that get ready, get ready, get ready. The things are happening right now. Now, with attention focused to the eternal true nature of the soul, then mode is attention focused to the eternal soul. Then the modal point is over with. Means my modal vision is over with. There is some typo over here. Modal vision. Modal vision is over with. The eternal soul's conviction is felt in the mode. Remember, this contradictory statement we are making. We are saying that modal vision is over. In next bullet, we are saying that the soul's conviction is felt in the mode because substance is inert, doesn't do anything. Attributes are inert, do not do anything. Only the action occurs in the mode. And that mode, when attention is focused to the eternal soul substance, then my supersensuous bliss occurs, then my experiencing of the soul occurs, then it is called true knowledge, then it is called enlightenment, then it is called samyak darshan, then it is called self-realization. So mode is the one doing all this job and everything. But instead of mode doing all this garbage thing, looking at the alien object, now mode is doing absolute function that it is supposed to do. And that is looking at the eternal soul substance. Now it just says, when the mode looks at the eternal soul substance, that means 9 real divisions. 9 reals means 9 tattva. 9 tattvas divisions in the mode comes to an end. There are the living, non-living, auspicious inclination, inauspicious inclination, inflow, bondage, stoppage, shading, and liberation. 9 elements are there. And when I try to talk about those 9 elements, I'm talking in divisional way. This is a soul, this is a matter, this is non-living, this is auspicious inclination, this is inauspicious inclination. So those kind of divisions are created, and divisions means rag. Divisions means rag. And if we want to remove those rag state, then one has to go to the indivisible state. And that indivisible state is eternal soul substance. So when I see the 9 reals, then Acharya Bhagavan said that in that 9 real, you have the eternal soul substance hiding there. So now you have to have proper understanding and then take that hidden substance out from this nine real, and that is 13th stanza. Now, scriptural knowledge is a Sutagnan. Scriptural knowledge or Sutagnan, they are the same thing. There are two parts. What are those two parts? Conventional point of view and absolute point of view. Scriptural knowledge can have conventional point of view and absolute point of view. Remember when we went through the extensive thing on this conventional and absolute point of views, at that time, if you remember pretty well, that conventional point of view and absolute point of view only occurs in Sutagnan, only occurs in scriptural knowledge. Five types of knowledges are there, subdivisions: sensory knowledge, scriptural knowledge, clairvoyance knowledge, telepathy knowledge, and omniscience knowledge. Matignan, Sutagnan, Avadhignan, Manohaparyagnan, and Kevalgnan. Out of these five subdivisions, only in the scriptural knowledge, Sutagnan only, convention point of view and absolute point of view or partial point of views, they do occur here only. So, the absolute point of view directs attention to the eternal soul substance, and this is also known as pure point of view. So now, Acharya Bhagavan tries to tell us that what is pure point of view. This pure point of view is a word coming in 13th stanza, 13th stanza and 14 and 15 stanza and 16 also. So this pure point of view is to be understood properly, and what it says, I have a scriptural knowledge right now. With the scriptural knowledge, when I direct my attention to the eternal soul substance, that means that particular state is known as pure point of view. Once again, in scriptural knowledge, while I'm human being, five sense sentient human being, five sense sentient beings are human beings, infernal cells, heavenly cells, and some of the higher form of animals. They have the five senses with mind. So it's a sentient five sense living beings. So and that's in that those people, those living beings, the Sutagnan occurs. Sutagnan is expressed. Scriptural knowledge is expressed, and that scriptural knowledge has a conventional point of view, absolute point of view, two divisions. And when I bring my attention to the eternal soul substance, then that moment, mode bringing attention to the eternal soul substance, is called pure point of view. Pure point of view is nothing but soul, mode is making attention to the eternal soul substance. Okay, now, considering from the modal aspect, the eternal soul substance is not perceivable. Okay, now suddenly Gurudev Sri opens a new chapter very tactfully, very nicely. And again, this is a huge chapter of non-perceivable soul substance. If you go through 49 stanza of the Samaysar, there is a 72 stanza in Panchastika. There is a 114 stanza in Pravachansar. In Niyamsar, I think is a 56 stanza, if I'm not mistaken. And all the scriptures, Kunkun Acharya Dev has made this reference of soul substance, non-perceivability of the soul substance. Soul substance, it is with me. I'm the soul substance, right? Since time infinite, I have known everything. I know everything. I know this and that and all kind of thing. I know it, but I don't know myself. Krupalu said, "Jannar ne jaan nahi kahiye kevu gnan." I know everybody. I'm not this. I'm not that. I'm not Amit. I'm not Rishi. I'm not Vibhuti. I'm not a Priti. I'm not a Chinta. I'm not this. I know everything. I know, but then who am I? And I don't know who am I. As we said that those 10 friends went to cross the river and came on the other side of the river, and then they said, let's find it out that we are all 10 back. And so one guy counts 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. My God, we are missing one guy. Other guy says, way, you don't know how to count. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Everybody counted, there are only 9 people. And they started crying. We lost somebody. We don't know whom we lost, but we lost somebody. While they are crying, the one learned guy is passing by and says, what is happening? Well, we are 10 to cross the road and cross the river. Now we are 9 only, so one guy drowned. So this wise man says, okay, let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You are 10. How come? Well, because you counted everybody except yourself. So that's what I'm doing since time infinite. I know everything in the universe except myself. So this is called non-perceivability of the soul, which is called avyakta. Avyakta. And there are 6 points are there, and they are very, very delicate points. So we will just go through those things one at a time. Stanza 49 describes the 6th form of this imperceptibility of Vyaktana Chabol. Stanza 49, when we come to Samaysar 49, at the time we'll be talking absolutely in great detail, but right now, because Gurudev has given the reference to it, so we'll just go through it to find it out what those 6 imperceptibility states in which soul is not getting perceived. Okay, so now we are going to go through those 6 bowls and we'll just go one at a time. 6 substances. Now, first bowl, the first part of the six types of imperceptibility. So, what is the first type? First time it says 6 substances of the universe are perceivable. Soul is different from them and thereby is imperceivable. છદ્રવ્ય સ્વરૂપ લોક જે જ્ઞેય છે અને વ્યક્ત છે તેનાથી જીવ અન્ય છે માટે અવ્યક્ત છે. These are the verbatim. I took it from 49 stanza, what it explains there. So I know all the 6 universal substances. I know soul, I know matter, I know medium of motion, medium of rest, space and time. Everybody I know. But I am separate from everybody. See, from matter, I'm separate. This is a matter substance. I'm separate from that. This is a matter substance. I'm separate from that. This is matter substance. I'm separate. This is a matter, and I'm separate from my body also. So I'm separate from those things. So I'm separate from you as a soul. You are a soul, and I'm a soul, but you are different than me. So you are different. So all other souls are different from me. So I know other souls. I know matter substances. I know medium of motion, medium of rest, space, and time. All 6 universal substances I know, but my soul is separate from everybody else. And that's why I have not seen me. I have not felt me. I have not experienced me. I have not got super senses bliss from me. So that's why 6 substances of the universe are perceptible, and I'm different. That's why I'm imperceptible. I means eternal soul substance is imperceptible because my attention is always to the alien objects of the universe. Second thing, multitude of toxic emotions occurring as a result of fruition of deluding karma means bhavak bhav are perceptible, eternal soul substance is separate from them, thereby is imperceptible. કશાયોનો સમૂહ જે ભાવક ભાવ તે વ્યક્ત છે તેનાથી જીવ અન્ય છે માટે અવ્યક્ત છે. Now, what does it mean? Multitude of toxic emotions. Toxic emotions are occurring within me, right? And these toxic emotions are occurring at one moment I'm angry, other moment I'm greedy, third moment I'm deceitful, fourth moment I'm egoistic, and all those things that is happening within me, they are occurring as a result of fruition of the deluding karma. And so deluding karma is there, and as a result of deluding karma, I also end up with the toxic emotions, and so that state is called bhavak bhav. So, am I angry and do I feel it? Yes. Am I greedy and will I know it? Yes. Am I deceitful? Will I know it? Yes. Am I having an ego? Will I know it? Yes. So those things are known. But eternal soul substance is separate from all those things, and that's why it is imperceptible. I know all the way up to my anger, deceit, ego, and greed, but then beyond, there is an eternal soul substance which remains imperceptible to me. So કસાયનો સમૂહ જે ભાવક ભાવ તે વ્યક્ત છે તેનાથી જીવ અન્ય છે માટે અવ્યક્ત છે. Third thing, all the modes of consciousness are immersed in the conscious nature's eternal soul substance and thereby are imperceptible. ચિત્ત સામાન્યમાં ચૈતન્યની સર્વ વ્યક્તિઓ નિમગ્ન અંતર્ભૂત છે માટે અવ્યક્ત છે. Okay, now over here the first one is the alien objects of the universe. Chha Dravya Swarup Lok means 6 substances of the universe. They are the alien objects of the universe. And I know them. Simply, I know them. Okay, this is the separate soul. This is the you are 5 sense sentient being. The fly is a 4 sense non-sentient being. Bacteria is a 1 sense non-sentient being. So I simply know them. This is a book, I know it. There is a medium of motion, medium of rest, space and time. I know them. So knowing the alien objects of the universe, knowing the alien objects of the universe, and I'm separate from them. That's the first point. Second thing, knowing and then putting my ownership on it. This is my book. This is my shirt. This is my computer. So I put my knowing and putting ownership on it, and that's why it creates toxic emotion. First one was alien objects knowledge. Second one, alien objects knowledge, and to put my ownership on it. But eternal soul substance is different from both those things. Third point is little tricky point to understand. And I think we did talk sometimes somewhere. I think we may have talked about it. But if not, I may have slide on it. I'll bring it. Okay, all right, we'll see. What happens? Remember, right now, I am angry, for example. Oh, okay. Let's go back to this slide here. I think that will try to help us out to understand this peacock slide. Okay. Peacock acts as an instrumental cause, and peacock is getting known in my knowledge mode. So my action occurs in knowledge mode, and at that time, instrumental cause of peacock was present. Next moment, peacock moved away, and my illumination moved away because my next mode came, which was not supposed to be having the peacock illumination. Remember, all my modes since time infinite, for time infinite in the future, they are sequential order. They come by their own order, and that's it. So particular time here, my mode was supposed to have illumination of peacock. Let's say 10 modes are there, and fifth mode is supposed to have illumination of peacock. Then first samay, second samay, third samay, fourth samay, nothing happened in my mode. Fifth samay, I'm supposed to have peacock illumination in my mode, so it did illuminate, and at the same time there is a peacock moving in front of my eyes, and so that peacock moved with his own way, and my illumination occurred by my own way, except the presence of peacock was there as an instrumental cause, but did not do anything for knowing this guy. Similarly, where is the picture? Let me see. Is it here or somewhere else? Not 13 stanza. Let me just bring the picture, another slide. It will just really make you understand properly. PowerPoint. GSP, just guy. Samaysar 13. Samaysar 13. Okay. Here it is. I have created this slide today only, so I know it. Can you see this slide right now, Chirag?
No, I cannot see it.
Okay, all right.
I can, I mean,
Well, I can see the old one, but not a new one.
Okay, all right. So let me bring the new one now. Okay, all right.
Anyway, I think getting Taco Bell at some point tomorrow is a good idea. Yeah.
Okay, all right. So this is a slide I would like you to understand. What's happening here? There is a fountain, and there's a water spurting out, and the lights, and because of the light's presence, now I can see different colors. Now, what's happening here? Water has eligibility to be in color form for that particular moment. Water has an eligibility which was there, present, buried within the water since time infinite. It's there since the existence of that water. That particular time, I, as a water, will be in color form. Now, the lights at that time are simply simply instrumental cause. These lights were all on all the time, but there was no water fountain going on. During daytime, somebody put the switch off, so all those lights were on, but there was no color seen in the water because water is not coming out in the fountain at the time. Now, this relationship lasts for one samay, means this light acting as an instrumental cause and water coming out as a spurting coming out, and so that water gets a color, and this lasts for one samay. Next samay, this water fountain, the water in the fountain drops down, and when it drops down and goes into the pond, after one samay, water goes back to the pond with its own eligibility. It goes with that eligibility and goes into the pond, and there is no color in that water right now. So again, water has a color. At that time, lights acting as an instrumental cause, and this relationship lasted for one samay. So water, to show the color, water has an eligibility to be present in the form of colorful water. And in the color lights simply acted as instrumental cause. Lights did not do anything to the water. Water did not do anything to the lights. They both are separate event, and they have relationship to one samay only. And during that samay, light did not do anything. Water did not do anything. Water had eligibility to be in the form of color, and light acted as an instrumental cause, and that's why the colorful water was seen. Now when the next summer that water goes back to the pond, that water goes back taking its eligibility. For example, 10 samays are there. One samay, water is there in the pond, nothing is happening. Second samay, water in the pond, nothing happens. Third and fourth, nothing. Fifth samay, this water has the eligibility to be in the form of color. And at the time, those colorful lights are acting as instrumental cause, and that relationship lasts for one samay, and now I saw colorful water. Now, next moment when water goes back to the pond, water goes back with his stamp on it saying that at that particular fifth samay, I was present as a colorful water. So the modes going into this, so in the modes, modes of water going back, that means went with that eligibility. Same way, now I am getting angry on fifth samay, that is written for me from time infinite. It was written that particular time today at this point I'm going to be angry person. At the time you acted as instrumental cause, and somebody, you mean somebody, object, acted as an instrumental cause and made my life miserable. So at that time, the thing, for example, I'm late to the work, and I'm rushing myself, and now I'm putting a new shirt on, and so I'm putting my pen in my pocket, but pen remains open, and so now my shirt becomes blue color and everything, and so I'm taking this shirt out, and I'm just getting madder by the minute, and put a new shirt which I don't have iron and everything done, and so I'm getting frustrated. Then ultimately somehow I got a shirt, and then I went down to the car, and I realized that a car has no gas. Now, after driving a mile or two, I realized that there is no gas, and so I look for the money in my wallet, which I used to keep in wallet in my car, and my kids are going to school every day, and they wipe out my wallet, and so there is no money in the wallet. I don't have credit card also right now. I have to put the gas. I'm getting late to the work and everything. So now everything situation is ready for me to become angry. So I'm angry right now. Anger was supposed to happen on fifth samay. So first samay, my shirt got messed up. Second samay, my coffee got spilled over my shirt or whatever. Third samay, fourth samay, money is not there, and my gas is not there. And fifth samay, now I'm going to blow out. All this situation, fifth samay, I became angry. At the time situation was there, situation did not do anything to me, it's simply there, and now I blew out. How long that thing is going to remain? One samay. Thereafter my anger, my mode, which was in the anger form, now goes back into my soul, and it goes with the stamp of eligibility in the form of quote unquote anger. So my all the modes in the past, which is buried into my soul, they are buried with my eligibility. My future modes, which are not yet produced, they also have that eligibility stamp. This water has multiple eligibilities are present. And when the situation occurs, light is present, Water has eligibility, colorful water is seen, and that lasts for one summer. Next moment, that water goes back to pond with its eligibility. In that time, the pond water is pure, plain, colorless water, but it has those eligibility hidden inside. Same way, my modes, whatever anger, deceit, ego, greed, ignorance, influence of attachment, influence of aversion, wrong faith, all those changes occurring within me are dependent with the alien object present as instrumental cause. Eligibility is here, and the instrumental cause is here, and the act is getting done. Once again, eligibility is here and instrumental cause is here and act is getting done for that particular summary. Eligibility is here to be in the form of a illumination of the peacock in the mode, and a peacock is present over here, and the reaction occurs, and I end up, quote unquote, end up knowing the peacock in my knowledge mode. So this eligibility thing that we are talking about, now let me bring to the other the slide that we had over here. Stop share and share again.
I think that was a very good explanation, Kirit. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah. So now all the modes of consciousness are immersed in the conscious nature, eternal soul substance. Means my modes, past modes and future modes, bearing my present mode. Past mode and future mode, they are buried into the soul substance in the form of eligibility. For example, the ocean has tons and tons and tons, billions and billions, and since time infinite, ocean has a waves coming. These waves, they are definitely predetermined, prefixed, particular time, particular type of wave is going to come. Small one, big one, tsunami one, whatever. Now, at that time, the wind and sun, moon, etc., work as an instrumental cause. Or the tsunami occurs, then it's a earthquake, occurring in the ocean. So that works as an instrumental cause. For that particular moment, that tsunami comes, for example, and then low tide is there, teeny tiny waves are coming. That time is instrumental cause present. Once that instrumental cause is done, that particular moment is done, then that water goes back to the ocean with that stamp of eligibility. So my chit samanyama means chit samanya means eternal soul substance, and chaitanya is sarva shaktiyo means all the modes, past and future modes, are present in the form of eligibility stamp, and they are present into the soul substance. Remember, because of this eligibility stamp is there on those modes, that omniscient Lord can also know that yes, fifth number mode was an angry mode, because right now the fifth number mode at the 6 and 7 and 8 samay, they are buried into the soul substance, but there's an eligibility stamp is there. So it says on fifth samay, this mode was in the form of the anger. So past modes and future modes are buried into the soul substance, and that's why they are inexpressible, imperceptible. So this is a really very delicate point, and if you can understand, which I'm pretty sure you are, then this is the very, very height of Kunkunacharya Dev's extreme intelligence. It shows how much intellect he had it. So all the modes, means past and future modes of consciousness, are immersed in the conscious natured eternal soul substance and thereby are imperceptible. They, all those past and future modes are buried with that stamp, and so they are not perceivable right now. So that's a third point. Means it shows past modes and future mode. What about the present mode now? Well, it's coming in the present mode. That eternal soul substance is not present in the present transient mode, thereby is imperceptible. What it says? Kshanik vyakti matra nathi mate avyakta che. Means present mode is lasting for one samay only, one samay only. And eternal soul substance is full of, it is eternal. So when I'm looking at the present mode, transient mode, I cannot capture eternality in this transient mode alone. So the eternal soul substance is not transient in nature, and that's why in the mode, in a present mode, it becomes imperceptible. Means the eternal soul substance cannot enter into the mode. It remains there all the time. It remains there all the time. So that's why it's imperceptible. So past modes, future modes, they are buried in the form of parinamic bhav into the soul substance. Only it of a transient mode, present mode, cannot have capacity to express whole thing of the eternal soul substance. So that is there. Now fifth point coming. If you understand first and second point, then fifth and sixth are exactly opposite of those first and second. First one, what did we say in the first point? Alien objects knowing. First point was alien objects knowing. And second point was alien objects knowing and to put my ownership on it. So that's what first and second point. Here, instead of alien objects, we are going to talk about self-object, my eternal soul substance as an object. So what it says, expressive and inexpressible states both are illuminating in the mode. Still, the eternal soul substance does not touch the mode and thereby is inexpressible. We'll see the Gujarati part. What it said, વ્યક્તપણું અને અવ્યક્તપણું ભેળા મિશ્રિતપણે તેને પ્રતિભાસવા છતાં પણ તે વ્યક્તપણાને સ્પર્શથી માટે અવ્યક્ત છે. Now here, just to quickly explain, not quickly, but just to explain what it tries to tell us over here, is we'll come back to this slide again, and we are going to concentrate only on this part. Eternal soul substance is getting illuminated into the mode. So in the soul substance at this point, if we look at the soul substance at this point, this is my soul substance at this point. In that soul substance, the expressible thing are there and inexpressible thing in the form of eternal soul substance, both are there. They both are present. And in the mode, I can feel this eternal soul substance. But this eternal soul substance by itself does not come. Only the illumination is present in the mode. Soul substance is not present in the mode. It's illumination is present in the mode. So here, now going back to the, let's go back to that slide and see what it tries to explain to us. So, વ્યક્ત અને અવ્યક્ત ભેળા મિશ્રિત રૂપે તેને પ્રતિભાસવા છતાં means the mode is present And in the mode, you can also see the eternal soul substance illumination. So both are present, but the eternal soul substance at the time is not touching the mode. Mode remains mode and substance remains substance. So now here's a knowing part occurs, that I am me in the mode knowing the eternal soul substance, but soul substance does not touch that mode. In the first point we had said, all the alien objects of the universe, I know them, but I'm separate from them. Same way, over here now, self object is getting known, but self object is separate from the knowing capacity, knowing effect. So that's a fifth point. And the sixth point is a mirror image of the second point. What it says, experience of the eternal source substance as well as alien object occurs in the mode. Still, the eternal self shows indifference, the expressing mode, and thereby is inexpressible. In Gujarati, it says, પોતે પોતાથી જ બાહ્ય અભ્યંતરપણે સ્પષ્ટ અનુભવાઈ રહ્યો હોવા છતાં પણ વ્યક્તપણા પ્રતિ ઉદાસીનપણે પ્રદ્યોતમાન પ્રકાશમાન છે માટે અવ્યક્ત છે. Means what is happening here?
Kirit uncle,
Yeah.
I'm so sorry, but my phone froze and I missed number 4. Would you mind just briefly telling me that one? Because I'm reading it and not understanding that.
But this is, don't worry. I mean, I'm trying to finish within 10, 15, 20 minutes only, but this is really a big subject because Gurudev. That's why I'm going through this one. But again,
we're getting all the flooring done.
Maybe after the thing is over, then you can tell me.
No.
So,
No. We will go through it. What I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say that
we're not
very delicate subject, and I know you are on the road right now, and it's very nice that at least while on the road you want to go through all these things and everything, because this one needs undivided attention. But again, don't worry about it. I'll quickly go through some of the points that we talked. Let's go. 6 substances of the universe are perceptible, but my soul is imperceptible, because as we give the example of those about 10 friends, and they count only 9 because they were not counting themselves. Same way, 6 substances of the universe are present, and I am not imperceptible. That's the first point. Second one, when I have the anger, deceit, ego, greed, all those things happen to me. I know that part, but behind that one, beyond that one, there is an eternal soul substance sitting, which I ignore, and I don't see that one. I don't perceive that one. So that's a second point. First point was knowing only. Second point, my emotions, means I have my ownership on those emotions. This is my book. If this book goes away, I'm going to be mad. That means I'm putting my ownership on the alien objects of the universe. First one was just knowing them. Second one, knowing and putting the ownership on it, but still my eternal soul substance is separate from there. Third point, we just said that all my modes, they are occurring in present time. Every moment there's a one mode and second mode and third point, and it keeps on coming in a row. But once that mode goes back to the substance, then it goes in the form of parinamic bhav. It goes in the form of innate state. Why? Because that mode has gone into the substance with the eligibility stamp. As we saw the picture of that fountain, during that fountain, the colors are seen because the lights are present. That relationship is over. Next moment, that water goes back to the pond, and then there is no color seen in that pond. But that water, particular moment, that water had a color, and that color stamp That stamp is there in that mode, which is already disseminated, which is already disseminated. That mode has disappeared. But when it went down into the substance, then it went down with that particular eligibility stamp. For example, you have the gold with you, pure gold, 1 ounce of gold is there. That's a substance. Now you decided to make a bangles out of it. So there's a mode of bangle occurred. Now I didn't like the bangle, so I would like to make something else. So the gold present in the bangle went down into the gold, and from there new thing came out in the form of a necklace. I didn't like the necklace, so necklace was broken down, went back to the gold itself, and from there it came out as a ring. So ring or necklace or a bracelet or whatever, those are the modes. But everything, when they disappear, then they go back into the gold. Same way, my modes, they disappear, means they get immersed into the soul substance, and so they go with the stamp, eligibility stamp. So those modes, when they are with the eligibility stamp, they are imperceptible because they are infinite modes occur in the past. Now they are not expressible, so they are imperceptible. So that's a third one. Fourth point we just gave was eternal soul substance is not only my present mode. My present mode is transient, lasts for one samay only. My eternal soul substance is lasting forever and ever and ever and ever. So that's another point came. Then the last 2 points, that it says expressive and inexpressible state both are illuminated in the mode. Remember in the picture that we have the peacock getting illuminated, and we have the soul substance is getting illuminated. But I'm not able to express my soul substance because my attention is somewhere else. So expressive and expressive means that peacock. Inexpressible means that eternal soul substance. Both states are illuminated in the mode. Both are still the eternal soul substance does not touch the mode, and thereby it's inexpressible. The mode has an illumination of the eternal soul substance, but the whole substance does not come in that mode, only its illumination comes. Peacock is standing over here. Peacock's illumination is here. Peacock has not entered into the mode. Same way, eternal soul substance is here, and it has not entered into the mode, only its reflection, illumination has entered there. So that was a fifth point. વ્યક્તપણું અવ્યક્તપણું બેડા મિશ્રિતપણે તેને પ્રતિભાસવા means to express to understand to illumination છતાં તે વ્યક્તપણાને સ્પર્શતો નથી માટે અવ્યક્ત છે. Means eternal soul substance remains separate and does not touch that mode occurring in the soul. So mode and the soul substance remain separate. The last point, it says experience. Now this was knowing only. Now this is experiencing, means when I am getting experience of the soul. That's what it's talking. So what it says, experience of the eternal soul substance as well as alien object occurs in the mode. Remember, in my mode, 2 things are seen. One is the eternal soul substance and one is a peacock. Both the things are seen. Now, when my attention is to the alien objects of the universe, then it produces perplexity. The perplexity is produced. When my attention is to the alien objects, in this case to the peacock, then it produces perplexity to me. It produces rag to me. It produces transient things for me. It is because my attention is directed to the alien objects of the universe. When my attention is to the eternal soul substance in the mode, when my eternal soul substance is perceived in the mode and I know that one, that means it is going to produce the super sensuous bliss as a result. Here we are talking the effect of those illumination. Peacock illumination gives me perplexity and soul's illumination gives me bliss. So this bliss is experienced by me, but still the eternal soul substance remains there and it does not come into the mode. It's a very delicate point, but again, when we are coming to that 49 stanza, by the time our base will be also becoming stronger and stronger, so we will be able to understand. Right now,
Kirit uncle, can you please read the Gujarati of the 6th
yes,
point?
પોતે પોતાથી જ બાહ્ય અભ્યંતરપણે સ્પષ્ટ અનુભવાઈ રહ્યો હોવા છતાં પણ વ્યક્તપણા પ્રત્યે ઉદાસીનપણે પ્રકાશમાન છે માટે અવ્યક્ત છે. Means the peacock is experienced and the eternal soul substance getting experienced. Both are getting experienced. Peacock brings perplexity and eternal soul substance brings bliss. So bliss and perplexity both are experienced right now within me. But at that time, my eternal soul substance is kind of udasin, means it's indifferent. He is acting so indifferent, and that's why it is not putting any attention to the express mode right now, expressing mode right now.
Kirit uncle, I'm sorry, but
Yeah.
no, I'm not sorry. This is very. I'm thankful that you put this into a slide. So here, you're saying, up till now we're saying avyakta, and then now we're saying there's the possibility of experiencing. So, but it's still avyakta. But anyway, you're saying that you're simultaneously in this samay we are experiencing akurta and atindriyanand. I thought you can only.
You can have either or. You are
Huh.
right. You can have either or. And now, let's say that you have Atindriya Anand right now. That means you are experiencing bliss into the mode, right? That experience of the bliss occurring in the mode, and eternal soul substance says, I'm still separate from your experience. In the 5th one, it says, I'm separate from your knowledge in the mode. And over here, I'm separate from the experience occurring in the mode.
Oh.
Eternal soul substance.
Avyakta.
Means
Avyakta.
eternal soul substance.
Avyaktapanu is regarding knowledge gun.
In the 5th one, it was knowledge, and 6th one is experience.
So here we're including in experience, we're including another gun or all the guns. I don't. How is it differentiated here?
Okay.
Because I guess conduct, something else is included also, right? When you say experience here.
Because see, in the 5th one, it says that whatever the soul substance, I mean, mode end up knowing. Remember, over here, this mode in the 5th, it end up knowing. And over 6th one, it end up experiencing.
I thought knowing and experiencing are the same.
Yes, but remember, right now, this avyaktana mode, he wants to, knowing and experience are same, but we are making division to make this point become solid in our mind. Yes, they are occurring at the same time. So on this side is a knowing occur, and this side is experiencing occurring. So from knowing perspective my soul substance is separate from my knowing activity of the mode. From experiencing perspective, my soul substance is separate from this experiencing occurring in the mode.
So if it is so imperceptible, then how can we know it?
Now, see, and I knew when I was starting class, I knew that if you're going to be there, you're going to ask this question, and that's very important because you are thinking in that line, and that is very important. Remember, over here, it simply tells us that, listen, eternal soul substance is hidden inside and modes are showing activity. So the eternal soul substance sits in the back and mode are doing all the jobs and everything. All the activities are done by the modes, and this guy is sitting simply inert way inside. That's all the point to be understood by the 6 bowls.
Barabar.
So that simply it is just telling that my eternal soul substance is imperceptible, period. Because
so in a way, this is like, okay, are there other bowls?
No.
Are there other bowls to talk about how to experience?
No, but remember, even with this 5th means knowing action here in the 5th one, and 6th one is a experiencing, knowing and experiencing. That occurs in the mode. Soul substance is separate from the modal activities. So that's what it tries to tell us, that soul substance is separate and inert, and action occurs, everything occurs in the mode. Omniscient Lord also knows everything in the mode. Omniscient soul is remaining hidden inside, because what omniscient Lord is also feeling is an effect present in the mode, and he is feeling the bliss. But this whole substance does not enter in the mode. That's what it tries to tell us. The substance does not
Barabar,
enter.
sir.
That's why it's object.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. And I think these are very delicate point. And I was debating myself whether I should take it or not. But I said, you know what? So what? Let's take it, because even if we don't understand, don't worry about it. And especially I'm telling from Preeti's perspective, that don't worry about it. When it comes, real time comes in 49 stanza, we'll be going very. This one, we are just talking in last half an hour or anything, but there are a lot more things to talk about it and everything. And by the time our base is also becoming stronger and stronger.
But I think you did this really well, Kirit. I know that some people are not in class. I think we should take this slide one more time, definitely.
No problem.
Yeah, I'm okay with that too.
Can you alternatively, I don't know how quickly you can post this. I don't know, have you been posting all these videos? If you can make...
You know, actually, what I have done is I have put all this video on OneDrive, and I keep on adding, and I will send you the link. So that, and I'll put this one also on it today.
If you can put this on, if you can put this on tonight, I think that'd be great. Or at the very latest tomorrow, I would appreciate that.
Definitely, no problem. Because see this, and you know what? The beauty of this Avyaktana Chabol, that Gurudev Sri used to recite 175 points every day in the morning and evening. And those 175 points, like 24 Tirthankars' name, 5 total celibacy of the Tirthankars, like Vasupujya, Malinath, Neminath, Parsan, Mahiswami. So he'll recite that one. Then he will talk about 6 Avyaktana bowl. Then he will recite about 10 bowls from the Srimadji. Then he will go for 16 stanza of the Samaysar. He will also recite 20 bowls of the Kaya Bolche. Oh my God, what is that? My senior moments. 20 volts from the Pravachan stanza. I'll remember that one. Then 47 Nai and 47 Shakti. So they are 175 volts. So this was
Alingrahan, vis
Alingrahan.
Alingrahan.
Yes, thanks for reminding me. Alingrahan Avis board. So those are 175 volts he used to do every day recitation. And I consider myself to be lucky that I remember those things, and I do it too. That's my daily routine right now. And each time I recite this one, I keep on analyzing what this Avyaktana 6 bowl means, what, and so it's a beautiful way that Kunkun Acharya Dev has explained. And Kunkun Acharya Dev knew that this is so important that he put this kind of a 49 stanza in all the scripture, all 5 scriptures that he has it. Samaysar, Pravachan, Niyam-Sai, Astapahad, Panchastika, and all those things. In the Daula Granth also, it also mentions about this Avyaktana Chabol and everything.
But I think Kirit uncle, Avyakta and Anubhav, I am confused about the basic definitions that we're using
Yes.
here for obviously in English we lose a lot, but maybe at least in Gujarati if we can establish what is Anubhav and what is not what is to know ekle janu ane
Anubhav. Bliss and the knowledge. That's what you mean. But remember, bliss.
No, I mean just the process of janmu ekle to know and Anubhav, is that the same or is it different? Is there something else?
Now the different places Gurudev uses different way. Right now, today I was listening to the 15th stanza, and then Gurudev said that knowing is experiencing. Knowing means experience, but in other places he will say knowing is separate and experience is separate. So different. It depends what subject you are talking about. Here it just simple between 5th and 6th. If we just simply say that knowing occurs in the mode, experiencing occurs in the mode, and eternal soul substance is separate from knowing and experiencing, because eternal soul substance is inner. Simply that way. Knowing myself and experiencing myself, but eternal soul substance does not enter in that mode. Remember that again. Let's bring this slide again. This guy, both the things are occurring in the mode, but this soul substance is separate. When when knowing occurs, at the same time the experience, the bliss occurs, knowing and bliss occurring at the same time, but this substance, this soul substance, does not enter in the mode. Only its illumination has entered. That's all it is. 5th and 6th point.
I guess I'm sorry. So if you have a block of ice, right?
Yep.
And you're just, I mean, I feel like this is a simple thing you're saying, and I'm making it too complicated. But if I just think about a block of ice, if I want to, in this case, I can block of ice is not the atma. I can experience it. It's not avyakta. So in order to experience it, if I touch it, then I feel the tandak. So
okay.
But if you don't touch it, if it's somewhere, like if it's in a dark room and you don't know where it is, I mean, I'm trying to make an analogy with these.
Yeah, try not to put analogy. A simple thing right now, simple thing. Where is the action occurs in the soul? Now, let's say you come in my house. You know that this house has all the activity occurring. When you are just coming, when you are entering to the street, you know that the Gosalia's house has an activity occurring. All other houses, nothing is happening. There's nobody there except tons and tons of cars are standing over here. Lots of people are entering the house. So activity is occurring in the house. Now, once you enter the house, exactly where is the activity? Then activity is occurring in the living room where there's a party going on. Besides living room, all other rooms, all bedrooms and everything is quiet. So where is the activity occurring? When I'm entering the house. Same way, where is the activity occurring? When I'm entering into the property of the soul right now. In the actual soul, when I'm entering, then activities are occurring in the mode only. This guy, attributes and substance are inert. They are not doing anything. So while activities in the sense of knowing, and when there is knowing, there is a bliss occurring. Self-knowing followed by bliss. Alien knowing followed by perplexity. So alien is out right now. Self-knowing and bliss. Both the things are occurring in the mode. When those things are occurring in the mode, this soul substance is not entering in the mode, only its reflection is entered. This soul substance remains separate from modal activity. That's what it tries to tell here right now. I know it's a dead silence there. At the other hand, I know it's a lots of thought going on, but that's what we have to think about. Eternal soul substance has
So
not.
when we say આપણો લક્ષ સ્વ ઉપર ગયો
Mhm.
or લક્ષ, it is not on the Trikadi, it's not on the soul substance, it's on the pratibha, it's on the reflection of the soul. When we say laks swa upar gyo, what do we mean? In the gnani pariyai, we are focused on the eternal soul substance, on its reflection.
Yes.
That's what that means.
Reflection means this. See, this was there all the time, right? But I never knew it. Now when I got my attention over here, then I knew that the eternal soul substance getting reflected in my illuminated in my knowledge more.
તો આને વ્યક્ત નો કહેવાય? ઇટર્નલ સોલ સબસ્ટન્સ જો જ્ઞાનની પર્યાયમાં રિફ્લેક્શન થાય તો એને વ્યક્ત નો કહેવાય?
વ્યક્ત પર્યાય showed the vyaktata, right? Paryai showed the perceptibility, but this guy did not enter. Remember, this peacock did not enter the
તો all six dravya should be avyakta, because actually peacock ne bhi આપણે નથી જાણી શકતા, કોઈ પરવસ્તુને બી નથી જાણી શકતા, એનું પ્રતિભાસ જ જણાય છે.
Yes, and you are absolutely right. But right now we are talking soul-centric sentence right now. So when you say soul, you can say all six substances. Yeah, they are not entering into the mode. Only their reflection, illumination is entering in the mode. Yes, you're right. So that, but right now it's a soul-centric sentence is going on. Everything avyakta. What is avyakta? Eternal soul substance is avyakta. Means its reflection is perceived, but it's not. This soul substance does not come. Just like the peacock did not enter the mode, same way soul substance did not enter the mode. Its reflection entered.
બરાબર.
There is a quiet pond, and in the night, on the moonless night, you are seeing millions of stars that is reflected into the pond. So now you dive into the pond and try to get those stars. You can't get it. You only feel the coolness of the water only. So same way here, there is reflection is there. I mean, illumination is there. And you just see the effect of this illumination in the form of bliss. And actually, it says that suppose I say that I put my attention to the soul substance. Do I have a samyak darshan mode or not? Well, yes, you have it, provided it is associated with bliss. Bliss is a hallmark for samyak darshan. So that's why the 6-pointed put it over here, just to make sure that we understand that a bliss is a hallmark. The perplexity is a hallmark to look at the alien object, and bliss is a hallmark to have the attention brought to the eternal soul substance. We'll talk more about it, no problem. And I think more the discussion occurs, it becomes clearer and clearer. So we'll do that, no problem. We'll repeat if we have to next time, okay?
Like that, yes.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks, okay. Any other
But
questions?
it's not many hours. It's just very.
Yeah, any questions?
Kirit, uncle?
Yeah.
I know we're probably not going to meet for the next 2 weeks,
Yes.
but when we do meet on the Tuesday meeting, can we have a little review of the last lecture?
Yeah.
Just because I never did understand the answer to the question I originally had.
No problem. We'll do
Kirit,
Okay.
can you post this tonight or tomorrow? Can you post this tonight or tomorrow onto your drive and then send that link to everybody or text it to everybody?
I'm doing it right. I'll do it as soon as we are done with that. I'll put it on. Yeah, no problem.
You're doing YouTube now, right?
No, it will be on the OneDrive. It will be on OneDrive.
OneDrive? Okay. All right.
And I have put all other previous classes already on it. So it just, you can pull out anyone that you would like to look at it,
That link you will provide is for all of them on the OneDrive?
Everything will be on OneDrive. Yeah, Tuesday.
I've actually never done that lately. I'll have to do that. Okay.
Okay, all right. Okay, all right. Ankit or Chirag, any other questions?
Thank you, Kirit, uncle.
Okay, all right. Okay, can we do the closing then? Javani ke gyan se suje lokalok, sovani mastaka namo sada deta hunda. 9 times namo ka mantra. Mitchandukram. Thank you.
Michami Dukam. Have a great holiday season.
Chami Dukram Jai Jinendra.
Okay,
Jai Jinendra.
give my regards to parents. Okay, all right.
I will. I'll let them know.
Yeah. So because of these holidays, we will take a break for 2 weeks because everybody's tied up in the holidays and everything. So we'll meet on the first week of January. Okay.